So the Bengals draft class on paper, it looks really good, but because of how well they drafted, it kind of puts their free agency class into a new perspective, specifically with how they dress the offensive line and how they retained Brandon LaFell. Now they added John Ross and Josh Malone in the first 4 rounds of the draft, which makes both of them, clear locks for the roster. And after the Malone pick, it kind of became clear that they weren't as content at receiver as we were possibly led to believe they were. Adding these two, plus the receivers that played last year, gives them a possible 8 guys that have an actual chance to make the team, but they will only keep a maximum of 7. Now what irks me is that they retain LaFell in a deal that not only pays him like a starting receiver, but essentially makes him a lock for the roster. Now long before free agency began, I was against re-signing LaFell unless it was for the same money that he made last year, because I didn't think his play was good enough to earn him a raise. This way, he wouldn't have been in line to keep his starting spot. You could place him 3rd or even 4th on the depth chart at that cap hit, or at least somewhere closer to it. But they essentially locked into LaFell starting for them, or at least starting the season with a big role, before they knew that they didn't have to. And the way they handle contracts, he isn't going anywhere this year, and I can guarantee you that.
Yeah, that just wouldn't be a smart business move, But the fact that the very frugal Bengals gave him this deal makes me think that maybe he has more value to the team than we realize as fans. Look, the guy's only 30 years old. He obviously developed good chemistry and timing with Andy Dalton in his first year. He's been solid everywhere he's gone. He's probably a good mentor for the young guys. He's a guy who came up big on the biggest stage, catching a touchdown in a Super Bowl win in 2015. And despite missing the playoffs last year, this is a team that wants to win now, which means they can't be too reliant on the rookies.
Yeah, that's right. We can't be too reliant on rookies, even when one of those rookies is like the fastest human being ever on earth. I mean, come on. Aren't we getting sick of this robotic, rule-following Bengals style? Why don't we take a risk? Why don't we think outside the box? Philadelphia, the Eagles did it with their QB. Why can't we do it with this man who is faster than a speeding bullet? Look, I remember back in the village when they first brought cars, and I think it was like in the 70s. They first brought cars to our village, and when the cars would come, the seats were covered in plastic. And people, because they had never had cars before, they would leave the plastic on the car seats, like the inside of the car was all covered in plastic, because they wanted to say, hey, my car is still new. And they would do that for years, and the plastic would get grimy, it would start to bubble up and be gross and have mold on it. But they would say, hey, they would leave the plastic on. That's exactly what the Bengals do with the rookies. They don't use them. They just keep, they sign veterans to the reasonable deals, and they play the veterans until the contracts are up, never tapping the full potential of the rookies. And if you do that with John Ross, Hoji ain't going to be happy with you. He's going to be angry with you. I'm not going to be happy with you, Marvin Lewis. And I know you hear me. Don't pretend you don't hear me. You hear me, Marvin Lewis.
Wow, well, it will be interesting to see how Hoji affects the Bengals' final roster. Don't forget to like our Facebook page at facebook.com/DH Sports TV. So long, sweet pies.